Yes, sir. What's up, boys? We're back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about what the fuck just happened in Houston yesterday. A lot of shit just happened. I think it's fair to say, Houston, we have a fucking problem, bro. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. New NBA videos every week. Let's get straight into it. So, we're going to recap everything that happened yesterday that eventually led up to Russell Westbrook requesting a trade from the Houston Rockets. As you guys all know, yesterday Russ requested a trade. So we're going to recap all the events that led up to Russ requesting a trade from the Houston Rockets, okay? So in the morning, it comes out that James Harden and Russell Westbrook have expressed concern to their agents and the front office about the direction that the Houston Rockets are heading in as an organization. They're concerned that after Daryl, Morey, and Mike D'Antoni moved on, that the team may be heading into a rebuild in the sometime near future. And they don't like that because they're in a win-now mode. So both stars have expressed concern. And according to an article from ESPN, it said that eventually, it's very likely that one of the stars will request a trade. We didn't know that it was going to happen the same day, but they said eventually one of the stars will likely request a trade. So that was the first thing that happened. Then, on The Jump, I was listening to The Jump. You know that NBA, The Jump with Rachel Nichols and all that shit. So I was listening to The Jump, and then Kendrick Perkins reveals that James Harden has been ignoring the fucking Rockets phone calls for a couple weeks now. Guys, I don't know about you, but if your star player is ignoring your phone calls, that's not good. I know when I'm ignoring a girl's phone calls, that I'm probably not in the mood to talk to her. And it's for a reason. So if James Harden is treating y'all like a girl he doesn't want to talk to, that's not good. So that's the second thing that happened. News is just coming out all day about the Rockets. As a Rockets fan, you're probably sitting in your crib doing the fucking nervous Jay-Z. Like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. So then Kelly Eichel reveals that current and past players from the Rockets felt that the culture was problematic on the team. They felt that only the stars would get respect. All the role players would get disrespected. They'd get used. They get treated like shit. Past and current players have stated that. Trevor Ariza saying he didn't feel respected just for one name. That's just one name. I have more names coming down as I go through the video. Guys, this shit is fucked up. The players don't feel respected. They feel that the culture is problematic. They feel that the offense is too stagnant. One example being the fucking Western Conference Finals when they missed 27 threes in a row. Guys, if you miss 27 threes in a row, maybe you should try a fucking layup or a floater. But that's in the past. That's 2018. We dealing with now. So the culture has been stated as problematic. People don't like playing with James Harden. Let me repeat that. Because I don't think you Rockets fans get this shit. People don't like playing with James Harden. All he does is play ISO. If you've ever been to the YMCA or LA Fitness and played pickup ball, you know it's not fun playing with the guy that dribbles, then pulls up a garbage shot. Even if it goes in, it's not fun for the rest of the team. If you've ever played pickup ball, you know that shit. If you've ever played pickup ball, you know that shit. It's not fun playing with Harden. Players don't enjoy it. Role players don't enjoy it. Stars don't enjoy it. How do I know stars don't enjoy it? 2015, Dwight Howard plays with him for 1 year or 2 years, moves on from the team. Says he doesn't like the play style, not getting enough touches. They bring in Chris Paul. 1 year, Chris Paul. Him and James Harden getting into arguments on the bench. They have a tense argument in the playoffs after they get eliminated. Chris Paul moves on. Says he doesn't like the culture of the team. He doesn't like the play style. Move into now. Russell Westbrook requests a trade from the team. Saying that the culture is problematic. He has an issue with the lack of accountability on the roster. And he wants to move into a role similar to his old role in OKC where he was the floor general. I'll talk about that later. But that, like, guys, you have to think about it like this. When you keep seeing a problem, keep occurring, which the problem being star players leaving Houston, you have to think back to the common denominator. The common denominator is James Harden. The common denominator that these players are having issue with is the play style. Who's in charge of the play style? James fucking Harden. Guys, this shit is not looking good in Houston. It's fucking looking spooky. Cue the X-Files music. Go on YouTube, type X-Files music, play it in the background of this shit. Because this shit is getting scary. Daryl Morey, I'll get into him. Let me tell you guys what else happened yesterday. So then Austin Rivers, who recently declined his player option, or stated that he's going to decline his player option, said that he felt disrespected on the Rockets, noting one moment where James Harden, in a crucial game, missed a free throw, then went to the bench and started barking at fucking Austin Rivers like he was Mario Chalmers on the Heat, and James Harden was LeBron, started barking at his ass like he was a bitch. He said, yo, why the fuck you standing up by the bench? You distracted me. You made me miss my free throw. Austin Rivers standing there like, what? Like, bro, he's pissed. He's probably not going to come back to the Rockets because he's been disrespected. And they have no money to offer him. Do you guys get this? Who's the common denominator of this issue? James fucking Harden. This guy's a fucking problem. He's a fucking problem, boys. Like, if every time there's an issue with the Rockets and the name James Harden comes up, what does that tell you? You don't hear these issues about every player in the league. You don't hear these issues. You don't hear, oh, I'm leaving. You don't hear CJ McCollum talking about, oh, Dame disrespected me. I want out of Portland. You don't hear that shit. Every fucking month, it's something new with James Harden. Now the guy trying to grow dreads and shit. Bro, your hairline is fucked. This is not the time for dreads. This is not the time. Less dreads. More work. More being a better leader. More taking accountability. Like, you're receiving a max contract, $40 million per year. But you're not a leader. Like, let me get into what else happened, bro. So then Austin Rivers already complained. Past and current players have complained about the team. Russ has complained about the team. Then Eric Gordon, Kelly Iko reveals that Eric Gordon is unpleased with the role that he has. He's displeased with the role that he has. He says his role has been diminishing ever since 2016 and he doesn't like it. Sometimes he starts, sometimes Danuel House starts. Sometimes he's an important piece of the offense. Sometimes he's just a catch and shoot option. He doesn't like that shit. He said he wants his role to be clear and defined. Guys, I'm getting fucking worked up. I'm getting worked up because this shit is fucking crazy. This all happened in one day. What the fuck is going on in Houston? Houston, we have a fucking problem. Cue the X-Files music. Like, bro, I got more shit. Bro, I wrote notes down because so much fucking shit happened. Danuel House is sneaking bitches in the fucking bubble. The one team getting caught for sneaking bitches in the bubble. Danuel fucking House from the Rockets. It's everything. It's little things like this. You guys might be thinking, yo, what's the big deal? You just snuck a bitch into the bubble. Guys, little things like that. It's about discipline. The team is not disciplined. There's a lack of accountability there. If you're willing to risk your whole team, if you're willing to risk your whole team's playoff potential and all that shit, you're not able to play now because you're getting suspended and shit like that. If you're willing to risk that, that shows that you have no accountability. You have a lack of respect for your teammates. And that comes from the culture, which is created by the leaders and the front office. The shit is fucked up in Houston. Shit is real fucked up, boys. P.J. Tucker feels disrespected. That's another thing that came out yesterday. I've listed 4 or 5 players on the fucking team that feel disrespected. The stars are the only one getting respect. It's like the Clippers situation. Everything they acquiesced to Paul George and Kawhi. Now they're acquiescing to everything James Harden wants. And it's putting a bad taste in the other player's mouth. It's one thing to be like, okay, LeBron's going to lead us to a chip. Whatever he says goes. James Harden has not led y'all to the fucking finals. How are you gonna feel okay putting respect on a man's name if you can't even take you to the fucking finals? LeBron takes you to the finals. So yeah, you'll sit in the corner and wait for LeBron to pass you that fucking ball. Because you know where it's gonna end up. You're gonna end up in the fucking finals. James Harden, you know how fucking stupid you feel sitting in the corner while this guy dribbles, and then you guys miss 27 straight threes and you don't get to the finals? You feel like a fucking idiot. Especially when you're making a minimum contract. Like, bro, P.J. Tucker is pissed. He says he wants a raise. He says that he looks at other 3-and-D players around the league who don't have a bigger role as he does, getting paid way more. And I fully agree. I fully agree. Guys like fucking Aaron Gordon, whose role is nowhere near as important as P.J. Tucker's, are making $20 million and shit. Yes, P.J. Tucker is older, but this guy makes $8 million per year. P.J. Tucker should be making at least $10 to $15 million per year. He feels disrespected, boys. And this guy grinds for them. He's fucking guarding centers. He's 6'1". He's 5'11" with shoes off. I could dunk on him. And he's guarding centers. Guys, man, this shit is fucked up. Then, as you guys all know, 7:15 p.m. yesterday, Russell Westbrook requests a fucking trade, according to Shams Charania. Shout out to Shams. He's like the Brown Woj. Shout out Brown Woj. Shout out Broj. He reveals that Russell Westbrook has asked for a trade off the Rockets, citing that he wants a role similar to the one that he played in Oklahoma City. A floor general role. Shit is fucked up. Russ, guess what? You're 31. You didn't have much of a great season for the past few years. Niggas ain't trying to bring your ass over to let you be a floor general. And let you do the bullshit you were doing on the Thunder. Don't let that MVP season go to your head. The averaging a triple-double go to your head, bro. Your best days are behind you. I don't know what team in the league is trying to pick up a nigga with a $40 million contract over the next 3 years, $40 million per, who can't even shoot threes, free throws are hit or miss, and is a fucking ball hog, and just want to drive straight to the rim every fucking play, and then kick. No, Russ, no. I don't think it's going to happen, buddy. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe you do get traded. There's been a lot of teams getting thrown around. Knicks were one of the teams getting thrown around. I know the Knicks fans don't like that shit. Hey, I wouldn't like that shit either. I already gave my opinion on yesterday's video. But now, this shit is just so fucked up with the Rockets. I don't know what's happening. At this point, I'm not even reporting to the news. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like, guys, I told you I have all of these notes. There's so much shit happening. Guys don't like playing with Harden. Daryl Morey set the fucking Houston Rockets up. You guys get that? Daryl Morey set y'all guys the fuck up. Over the past 2 seasons, he's traded away all your assets, all your young players, all your draft picks to create a win-now team. He put it all on black. He said, I'm going all in. He went all in last season to bring in Robert Covington. The season before that, he went all in to bring in Chris Paul. Then he went all in to bring in Russell Westbrook. Traded away all your assets. Now Houston is stuck in a position where they want to win now. They have no assets to do so. They're capped the fuck out. One of their stars wants to trade, who's ruined his trade value, by the way. Russ, you're ruining your fucking trade value. Are you an idiot? You said you want out of the team, and now that's public. Guess what? If I'm a team that was interested in Russ, the package that I was gonna offer you before just got a bit lower, because now I know you guys are fucking desperate because Russ wants out. Like, oh man, my head hurts, bro. My head fucking hurts. This shit is fucked. Daryl Morey set you guys up. He traded away all your fucking assets, and you know why? You know why he did it? It was all, I think this was his plan the whole time. Ruin fucking Houston's chances. Go all in. If they win the chip, I'll stay for another year, bask in my glory. If they don't win the chip, I'm going to go to Philly. Because I know that the Rockets are going to be fucking desperate, have no assets, and then Harden's going to request a trade, and I'm going to trade James Harden for Ben Simmons and other pieces. And then I'm going to have James Harden and Joel Embiid on the same team, and I'm going to be fucking balling in the East. That was Daryl Morey's plan the whole time. And the Rockets fell for it hook, line, and fucking sinker, bro. This shit is fucked. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Help me understand what the fuck is going on in Houston, dog. This shit is scary. This shit is scary, guys. Holy fuck.